Hey guys, this is Game Facer and welcome back to episode 124 of my Leeds United Career Mode. Now in today's episode, we're going to be finishing off the season. There's 3 more games to play. Hopefully we get to play them all. It depends obviously whether the last game of the season means anything. So it might be that we only play 1 game, but we've got the game against Watford to play. We've also got QPR, and then the game against Norwich at home is one that I might sim if it's a meaningless game. And in that I mean, obviously, if it doesn't affect us going up or down the table, then I'll probably just end up simming it. But we'll wait and see when we get to that point. Obviously the first match is against Watford. Plenty of time though for players to rest in between those matches as well, which is good to see. Before we get into things though, if we could go ahead and hit 20 likes on this video, that'd be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look at the team I'm going to be using for the game against Watford. I've got Stegen in goal, Nelson at right back, Zuma, Reyes, Galloway, Cook, Lucas, Ramirez, Coman on the left, Man in the right with Lukaku up front. That is because Silva is injured, so he doesn't make it into the squad, and that's the bench I've gone with. Dybala's on there just in case we need him to come off the bench. Maybe play centrally for once. We'll have to wait and see. Let's find out how we get on. Can we get the 3 points and try and keep the title race going? Obviously, it's completely down to Man City now on how many points they drop between now and the end of the season. Also, I hope you guys are okay with the times I'm uploading these videos. Let me know in the comments below if it's a bit of an issue, if you prefer it going out at a different time. Obviously, I can't really put them out throughout the day. Hopefully, 4 PM is okay, but if you'd rather it be 5, 6, 7 or whatever, let me know in the comments below. But I think 4 PM should be an okay time for most people. Mane to start things off finds Lukaku. Oh, good save. What a start to this match, just 2 minutes in. Unlucky with that block there. Lukaku wins it back fairly as well. Lukaku... Oh. Ramirez wins it back off the defender. Running through here, Ramirez, can he finish it off? He has done 1-0, 12 minutes in, and that's partly down to Lukaku. If you saw his pass, yes, it didn't go straight to Ramirez, but it got into a position here, as you can see, where the defender could make a bad touch, and Ramirez could nick it back off him, and he slots it home, 1-0, and that's a very good start to this game. Lukaku through to Mane, it's a good run from him. Needs someone to try and get in the middle if he can, gonna cut back inside. Mane onto Coman, trying to turn and shoot. Can it find to Ramirez? Oh, I thought it was offside. It found its way to Ramirez in the end, though. Was pretty sure he was going to be offside there, but it isn't offside. It is 2-0, though. I think he just keeps on. It's difficult to tell, really, with the offside trap when it's so fast like that. But I think he does go onside, hence why it's not being given. 2-0, and a very good start to this match. 25 minutes in, 2 goals from Ramirez as well. Lewis Cook on the ball here, gonna have a shot. Lewis Cook, 3-0. This is the Leeds I remember from a few episodes back. Now hopefully you understand why I was getting so frustrated the last sort of 3 episodes, where we really haven't been at our best. This is what we used to be like, for those of you that are new in the last couple of episodes. This is what we are usually like, scoring loads of goals, creating loads of chances, and Lewis Cook getting on the score sheet. I think that might be his first goal, I want to say, since returning to Leeds. But it's a hell of a goal anyway, isn't it? Recommended for me to put him into the team because he's got good long shots, I think was what the comments said. And he certainly has scored a very good strike there. 3-0, not even at half-time yet. And that is it for the first half, still winning the game 3-0. Unbelievable change, given the fact that the last few episodes haven't gone so well. This one is going so well at the moment for us. 3-0 up at half-time. Let's try and keep it going. I'd like to completely thrash Watford and try and get as many goals as possible to make up for those we've not scored in the last few episodes. As you can see, 9 shots, and we're only at half-time at the moment. Let's keep the team the same. There's no point making any changes at the moment when things are working. I think we're going to be forced to make a change here. Galloway's just been injured, so he's off the pitch. I'm not going to risk him going on for any longer, so what we will do is bring in Antonio at left-back. Not ideal, obviously, but it's something we're going to try and do. I was tempted to put Yedlin there, and I thought, I'm going to go with Antonio, because I want the pace and I want the strength still that we have with Galloway. Okay, we're going to bring on Fobe and Bridcup. That means we're going to take off Lewis Cook and Lukaku. Just give those 2 a rest. Tempting to bring on Dybala, but there's no point when we're 3-0 up, really. So there's 20 minutes left. Hopefully, just see out the rest of the game. Maybe get a couple more goals, though, if we can. It's going to be a corner played onto the edge of the box for Lucas to try and head, and it's just gone straight to the keeper. Fobe nicks it off the defender. That's what I like to see. Can he finish it off now, though, for the 4th? Oh, finally. Got the goal. I thought he'd hit the post again. Fobe, though, wraps up the game 4-0. Just a couple of minutes left of the match. That is it, we've won the game 4-0. Really comfortable victory in the end. Got the 3 points, which is the main thing. But for the first time in a long time, we've managed to play really well for 90 minutes. That hasn't happened in ages. Luckily, the game didn't change or anything like that. we just kept on going, and we actually looked really good for the full match, which is brilliant. A lot of the second half, though, sadly, was Watford passing around at the back, trying to not concede anymore. So we didn't have as many shots as the first half, and also, obviously, you can see the possession has gone up by quite a bit. But we managed to win the game 4-0, got the 3 points. Now let's have a look at Man City's result. If they've dropped points here, we could still be within a chance of winning this. Unlikely, but we'll wait and see. Galloway's going to be out for 3 weeks. I think it was a sprained ankle, I think it said. And did they win? We'll find out, I think, tomorrow. But let's do some player development first. Go with the exact same 5 players. I said I was going to change around the drills, but to be honest, I think I've got them on the best drills. I just need to keep going with them. Gory's gone up to 57 overall there. Another couple of attributes going up on other players as well. Now then, let's find out. Will Man City drop points or not? Hopefully they do. We need to be back in this title race. Ideally they lose, but have they... Oh, we've still got to wait more days. How long is it going to take for them to play? Maybe it was a Monday match. Let's have a look. No, I think they won. They're still 6 points ahead. I think they've won the league now, haven't they? Yeah, we can still beat them on goal difference, but theirs is so much larger than ours that it's very, very unlikely. So we are out of the title race, I think, now. We just need to make sure that we finish second. That's going to be the aim, obviously, for the next 2 games. Luckily, though, we do have Silva coming back for the final 2 games of the season. Whether he starts this game, I'm not really too sure. We'll take a look at the team now. Okay, this is the team I'm going to go with. Not too many changes from the Watford match because, you know, when you play so well, you're not going to make loads of changes, are you? So we've got Ter Stegen starting in goal still. Nelson at right back, Zuma, Reyes, Gomez starts at left back, obviously, because of the injury to Galloway. Cook, Lucas and Ramirez in midfield. Coman on the left. Dybala comes in on the right-hand side with Lukaku up front. That's the bench I've gone with. Silva just about gets on there despite recovering from an injury, so he probably won't play, but if we need him, then we might have to bring him on. Let's find out how he gets on this game. Another one where, you know, we probably should win, but we'll have to wait and see how we get on against QPR. So here we go. We are at Loftus Road. We've got to try and get ourselves another 3 points. Even though we are out of the title race, we're still in the race for second, which obviously we'll have to take this year. It's an improvement on last year. We finished 4th, I think it was, last year, which meant obviously we weren't guaranteed qualification for the Champions League. That is something that we need next year, after we add to our squad as well in the summer, hopefully. We'll try and beef it up a little bit and try and win the Champions League as well as winning the league. Lukaku trying to play it through to Coman. I don't think he's offside here, Coman. Still going. Going to look for Cook in the middle. Don't know what that is. Is that a shot? No, it's a corner. Right, okay, must have been saved. I missed that. Oh, surely should have scored that. Yeah, it was just about. I think it was actually going wide anyway, to be honest. We'll take it short to Dybala. Can we get a good ball in, please? Finds Coman. Lukaku's going to get back in there, but can't quite get his head on it. Oh no, QPR have gone to this possession-based game now. Only lasted the match by the looks of it, the good form. Hopefully we can nick ourselves a goal though, but they are in this sort of passing phase where you can't touch them on the ball basically. So we'll see how it goes. We're just getting towards half time now. Not too much has really happened in this first half. That's it for the first half. Still drawing the game 0-0. It's a frustrating half, that one. It's basically, like I said before, based on possession, that half. Let's have a look at the possession. Yeah, not really too surprising for me. No shots on target at all, 3 of the teams as well. So we're going to just take a look at the formation a little bit. Not happy with a couple of players and what they're doing. We'll make a few changes now. Okay, we're going to go with this. We're only going to make 1 change to begin with. Bridcut's going to come on. That means Lewis Cook will go off. He's going to sit even deeper because I'm not really happy with where they're playing still during the game. They should be protecting that back 4 in this system, and they've not really done that. Got Dybala on the left-hand side, Cohen on the right-hand side, so I've swapped those 2 round now. But we won't make any more changes just for now. We probably will in about 15 minutes or so. Lukaku through to Dybala, who's found himself on the left-hand side. Coming inside here. Does he get fouled? Oh, just about tackled enough to warrant a corner and not a penalty. We're going to try and play it onto the edge of the box. Hopefully no one intercepts it. Lucas to hit it, and not really gone well that time. Lucas needing Ramirez to run in front of him. Ramirez going to look for Lukaku in the middle. Lukaku scores 1-0, 30 minutes left. I'm glad to say the little alterations at half-time have certainly worked. I've seen and noticed the difference massively so far in that first 15 minutes. Bridcut's sitting in much better than Cook was before, and that little bit of extra width that we've gained from having Dybala on the left and Cohen on the right has definitely helped, allowed Lukaku to get in the box a bit more often, and he's got on the end of that one. It is 1-0, and we're on our way to the 3 points, but there's still 30 minutes left. Okay, the final two changes now. We are going to bring on Antonio and Ian Taylor. They'll both play on the wide parts of the pitch. I suppose they're not really wide players, but we are going to try and get them out wide occasionally. Lukaku will remain on the pitch. We've got Cohen, though, and Dybala coming off. Hopefully that's okay. There's 10 minutes left. We need to see out the rest of this game. I've got a good chance here with Joe Gomez to fire it into Ramirez, and wow, he scores. Wasn't expecting that to lead to a goal, but it's happened. 2-0. Ramirez with another goal. That's 3 in 2 games now for Ramirez. Fantastic, getting into the box more often, and that's kind of why I went to this formation, because for me, Ramirez isn't the sort of player that I wanted in Bridcut's position. He's too busy trying to get forward most of the time. He's too fast and good at going forward and attacking, so it's definitely worked the fact that we've put Lucas and Ramirez a bit further forward now, starting to get some goals, and it's now 2-0 against QPR. Bridcut's going to play it through to Antonio. Let's cut inside here. Antonio, oh, what a save! A late chance for QPR. They've not had many of them in this game. It's a good ball in, actually, but we've defended it brilliantly. That leads to a counter-attack. Could there be a final chance for us going forward? 2 minutes added on. Lukaku having to use the width of the pitch, but hasn't worked. And that is it. We've won the game 2-0. Another 3 points. A much better end to this season than those last 2 games. We look back to our best. Certainly that second half of this match anyway, we looked much better. Possession-wise, again, not great in the second half. Couldn't really recover from the possession that we had in the first half. But still enough to win the game. Got the 2 goals. Kept a clean sheet again, which is something we've not done in a little while. And yeah, we're doing really well actually at the moment. Shame it's come a little bit too late. Man City, I believe, have also won their match as well, as they're still 6 points ahead of us. However, we will be simming the last game of the season because it looks like Chelsea and Spurs have dropped some points. So it does mean that we are in second place, guaranteed now. Let's do some player development before we sim the Norwich game, see how we end the season. I might decide to pick a really weak team, like a youth team, something like that, but I haven't quite decided yet. In terms of these youth players, we've got some of them again going up. Gory, in particular, went up in all of his attributes. Still yet to go up in overall, though, this week, which is a bit of a shame. Maybe we need to have a look at them going into the new season. But now let's move on to the final game against Norwich and see how we get on. Okay, so this is the team I'm going to go with for the game against Norwich. Like I say, we are going to sim it, but I've decided to rotate the side a little bit. It's not completely rotated. There are some good players in here. We've got an 86 rated player in the team. But Silvestri starts in goal, Yedlin at right back, Van Dijk and Gordon at centre back, Gomez at left back, Samaris at CDM, Bust in midfield alongside Calvin Phillips, Batiste on the right hand side, Dotch, Cal on the left hand side, Benikafobe up front. That's the bench I've gone with. We've actually promoted Gordon. He wanted out unless he got promoted, so obviously we promoted him. And we also promoted another youngster as well, but he hasn't quite accepted the contract yet. We might see that after the Norwich game. But we've obviously got to focus on that, try and get the 3 points. We will be simming it. Apologies to those that would have liked to have seen the game being played, but I don't think there's too much point me spending another 15-20 minutes playing the match to kind of just be second anyway. So we will be simming the last match of the season, sadly, but I think that's just best to kind of give players a bit of a rotation as well. So Yedlin scores 3 minutes in. Fantastic start from us. Samaris getting a booking though 10 minutes in. That might lead to a suspension. I can't remember whether he was one away or not. Norwich have equalised 29 minutes in from their striker. We've got Benikafobe getting booked as well. We are into the second half at this point. Malumbu's come on for Norwich. 30 minutes left, still 1-1. At the moment we are going to be dropping 2 points despite it being the last game of the season. Norwich have got in front. That is not good. 5 minutes left and we've lost the game against Norwich. We've lost the final match of the season. No idea how that's happened. For me, if I look at each individual player on their team and compare it to my team, I still think it's better. Obviously, Jose Sa is obviously better than our keeper, Silvestri, but I still think we've got a better team than Norwich. Sadly, we lost the game, though, but I think it was worth rotating the side and giving some of the youngsters a bit of a go. Obviously, it doesn't affect the outcome of where we're finishing the season, but we now do have to end the season here. We've got players suspended, that is Van Dijk, and we've also got Benikafobe suspended as well. So, not a great end to the season for us, but obviously it wasn't really the result that mattered, it was the fact that we rotated the team quite a bit. Got again those 5 players to go ahead with and try and get them going up before we end the episode. We've got Gory going up and the goalkeeper as well. He goes up to 65 overall, looking quite good now. Still in the youth academy. Gordon obviously is out of the youth academy. We've got 1 or 2 more that might be joining the first team squad as well. But that is going to be it for this episode. That is it though for me. Don't forget to leave your suggestions for players that I should try and sign and that sort of thing in the new season. We obviously currently don't have loads of money to spend, but obviously when we get the new budget through, we'll find out exactly how much. that is it. Thank you for watching. If we could go ahead and hit 20 likes on this video, that'd be really appreciated. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for another Leeds United Career Mode video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.